I? I'll be something like a god, half human, half being. Why you working all the time? Yeah, all the time. Why you working all the time? Know my being want me to be, so I relax on my mind. Yeah, on my mind. I know I am not the mind. Nisha Kriya, take me to that place and get me all the time. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, it get me all the time. When you elevate your head, you focus on your first eye. Yeah, first eye, intuition booming, so you know I'm moving. Chakras aligning, I'm grooving to this free spirit music. Music help my soul, always wanna grow. Yeah, I got the spirit of a pioneer. I'm on the road. On the road, yeah, I'm on the fucking road. Dropping all these tracks back to back, it's helping with my flow, yeah. How I flow, something like a miracle. When I want my magic wand, I know these demons gonna go, yeah. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Who am I? I'll be something like a god, half human, half being. Why you working all the time? Yeah, all the time. Why you working all the time? Know my being want me to be, so I relax on my mind. Yeah, on my mind. I know I am not the mind. Nisha Kriya, take me to that place and get me all the time. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, get me all the time. When you elevate your head, you focus on your first eye. Yeah, first eye, intuition booming, so you know I'm moving. Chakras aligning, I'm grooving to this free spirit music. Music help my soul, always wanna grow. Yeah, I got the spirit of a pioneer. I'm on the road. On the road, yeah, I'm on the fucking road. Dropping all these tracks back to back, it's helping with my flow. How I flow, something like a miracle. When I put my magic wand, I know these demons gonna go. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Hey, the others with me, and mommy eyes with me. Son of Jupiter out on all platforms officially. Oh shit, pause. And this is gonna be a video on the, what's it called, the sun and moon transits. All right. Yeah, so we're in the so-called new year for the, I think the Gregorian calendar they call it. But when you look outside, like hold on, if you I'm not even gonna do that. But when you look outside, from my field of view, I see dead trees. Okay, so you see dead trees. So this is what I established last year. You know, you can't say something is new when you're seeing things die. You know, so it's like it's more of a transition going on in nature during this time in Capricorn season. So this is probably why they call it cap season, because a lot of niggas be capping as far as what they see and what they think is going on, you know. So during the season, people are deluded and are not necessarily looking at what's going on in nature and coming to a conclusion from that. Instead, they're going by what they're being told. Basically, that's why I say it's cap. Why people are capping, and why it's probably why they call it cap season. But so we got the sun in Capricorn, 14 degrees as I make this video.
It's also a Saturn day, if I didn't mention that. And we got is Moon in Gemini. Hold on, Moon is in Pisces. Okay, so Moon in Pisces, 14 degrees as well. Okay, so this is playing out as a sextile, like as far as the 60-degree angle for opportunities to, you know, take the action towards your status, and sort of like take action towards your status to, you know, so reacting and responding and taking the actions based off of your status, your career, what you're known for, and your dreams. So it's basically the opportunities to take the actions to sort of are you taking your dreams seriously type shit? Because this is what the energy is for, you know, to take your dreams seriously. Whatever you dream about and whatever you want to let's say materialize or manifest, you're supposed to go extra hard at this time, you know? So it's like, that's what, because the sun being in Capricorn, you are to really embody this Saturnian energy. And it's like I was sun gazing during this Capricorn season, and even the sun during this Capricorn season is like a harsh. I noticed I felt not that harsh, but I felt some slight tension in my eyes when I was looking at it. Not, that's less than normal. I wouldn't feel that when I was doing it in Sag season, when I was doing it in Scorpio season, the previous seasons. But that's it's just this energy where it's like just take whatever you dream about, like, and whatever you want to see, whatever you're building on, like your dreams you're working on, you know, you used to go extra hard and work on that type shit, you know, because I got Capricorn in my 6th house type shit. So yeah, whatever I'm working on, anything I'm working on type shit, that's what I'll be going extra hard at, you know. So this Cap season, okay, so Mercury in Sagittarius, okay, so that's like squaring the moon. Okay, so that's squaring the moon, and that's like having this minor frustration, giving us minor frustrations as far as the having, let's say you can have scattered thoughts at this time. So you might be scattered, like as far as your thoughts, and the thoughts you receive could be scattered, but could be in one because Mercury doesn't like to be in Sagittarius, you know. It's in the sign of the teacher, and Mercury is the student. All right, so this is where, but then again, this is what makes you that student teacher, you know, or that teacher student. Can vary, but you know, this is the energy you can gain from that. So yeah, with Mercury in Sagittarius squaring the moon being in Jupiter as well. Okay, so moon being in Pisces, that's the dark side of Jupiter. So this is having, yeah, the let's say your emotions, yeah, not, let's say, correlating or agreeing with your thoughts, you know. So you could not necessarily, because it is they're both Jupiter signs. With like I said, Mercury being in Sagittarius, that is the light side of Jupiter. Moon being in Pisces, that is the dark side of Jupiter. So with this, you know, it can go positive, but is ultimately going to be a learning experience. This alignment with the moon and Mercury in Sagittarius. Okay, so yeah, that's how that's playing out. And we got Venus in Pisces, 1 degree 37 minutes. So Venus being in Pisces, and we got Mars being retrograde in Leo. So Venus being in Pisces, this is conjuncting the moon. So you might feel extra loving at this time. You might feel like either receiving or giving pleasure at this time. You might feel like just being more generous. You might feel, if you're not a generous person, you might feel extra generous at this time. I mean, you might feel generous, but if you are a generous person, you might feel extra generous, basically. So, Mars retrograde in Leo, I said that. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. So Mars retrograde in Leo, it's gonna go into, I'm not sure when that ends, but it's gonna go into Cancer eventually, because I think that started not too long ago. So once it gets into Cancer, you're gonna be in that let's say reevaluating your passions, reevaluating how right now we're reevaluating our passions, or let's say how we set the stage to present something, or we're reevaluating our character. One, it's in the cusp right now, so at being in that 0 degrees. So when it gets into the Cancer fully, so since it's in the cusp, we have the feeling of it being in Cancer as well. So we're reevaluating what makes us feel more comfortable as well. So whatever makes us comfortable, and you might feel emotional, and this is probably the energy I've been feeling, where it's like familiar things that you might go back to, you might feel you've outgrown, or you might not feel comfortable doing old things that you used to do. So yeah, that's how that can play out as well. So yeah, so as far as Jupiter, Saturn, yeah, Jupiter being in Gemini, that's this is what we had this I don't know how long Jupiter been retrograde, but yeah, it's been retrograde for a while. But this is basically like the energy. I spoke on this. I think I've been speaking on Jupiter and Gemini since Gemini season, actually. So this is something that I spoke about during Gemini season. So but with it being retrograde, this is like going back as far as the old, you might start to feel as if you're outgrowing your familiar surroundings. Like you might feel as if the familiar thoughts and ideas you receive, you might feel as if you're outgrowing them, or you might want to cling to or have new thoughts and ideas and feelings on how to necessarily go about communicating and speaking, so new lingo, having a new way on how to communicate. So you could even take this opportunity to learn a new language, to make it plain and simple. Yeah. Saturn in Pisces still, but it's not retrograde no more though. I think that shit used to be retrograde, but Saturn being in Pisces and Jupiter being in Gemini, that is actually a square. So with this, Saturn squaring Jupiter. So Jupiter in Gemini, Saturn in Pisces. This is this is having the minor frustrations as far as putting whatever you take serious, and this is what this sun and moon is at in their depositor. So this alignment is important. So this is having a minor frustration as far as, or it could be and this is something that, because these are the far out planets, so they move slower. So they damn near been in these signs for this whole year type shit. So this is having a minor frustrations as far as putting, let's say, having your structure. So this whole collective, this whole year, I don't think it's a new year, to be fair, because we've not done a full rotation. So I can't call it a new year for me. For the work I'm doing, I can't really say it's a new year. So the year is not over. So when we get into Aries, that's when we've done a full rotation. So this whole year, or this whole year, or this whole, what do I call it? I have to use a word. I can't just say that. I have to use a word. So it'll come to me, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. With this alignment, collectively, we've been having minor frustrations as far as, merging what we take seriously with our dreams. So, like, how to take our dreams seriously. So, or being off the path of working towards your dreams, some way, some shape or form. So it come in many distractions. So with Saturn being in Pisces, Saturn, hold on, let me check again. Saturn in Pisces, it's like it wants you to take your dreams seriously, so when you can look at it positively in a way where you can say, okay, when you start to communicate about your dreams, with it being in Gemini, with Jupiter being in Gemini, communicate more about that, about your dreams, or have thoughts and ideas and work towards that, you know, you can sort of get closer to making that happen, you know? And Saturn be testing you type shit, you know? So it's like, it be testing you. It be saying, like, whatever you take seriously, you know, like whatever you want or whatever, anything you want, do you really want that thing, you know? Or do you really want to see that thing happen? Like, what do you want to see happen? The year is not over. So there's still some work to do. So you might have thought the year was over and you went and you was you know, really let's say rocked to sleep in a way where you ate too much, and now January 1st hit and you go into the gym and shit, and it's really just an obstacle. January 1st, I'm gonna name it like obstacles, like a day of recognizing you have obstacles to overcome, basically. So for most people have made January 1st, you know, a day where they gotta work extra hard when you shouldn't be working that hard type shit. If you really could have just not been rocked to sleep and kept to your regiment of whatever you was doing, and not let's say really go overboard based on your desires and what you wanted out of the external, basically. So yeah, it's based on desire. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. The first is started out. Catch you next now.